creators, artists, companies can build these objects inside the sandbox. But not just that, they can also monetize them. Either it gets used by them for whatever game, shape, or form that they want, or it could be sold inside the marketplace of Sandbox. So think about Axie Infinity. People are selling Axies inside the Axie marketplace. This time, you are selling objects inside the Sandbox metaverse that you could also use in-game. Hey guys, so in this video, I want to do a deep dive on Sandbox, and as you all know, I've been a very big fan of the metaverse because I really believe whatever iteration that we are seeing right now is just a start of what will be even bigger, better, and stronger over the next decade or so. And it's so exciting to be part of something that's so new, something that will, I think, revolutionize a lot of the things that we're currently doing and experiencing as well. So just a brief backdrop, what makes this super exciting? Because of NFTs, non-fungible tokens, it allows players or people who are involved in the metaverse to have the chance and the ability to have actual ownership of the items that's inside the game, which were not possible before, and they couldn't even take it out to have actual value also, should they choose to opt to use it for some other purpose as well. So what is the Sandbox? So the Sandbox is a play-to-earn blockchain that allows players to build virtual world using non-fungible tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. What's nice about that is players can build their own avatars to access different games, entire environments, and hubs which are inside the Sandbox as well. So what made me interested also when I started studying Sandbox and as I started looking at its token is I saw it as a blockchain version of Minecraft, and I was just actually thinking that if Minecraft had a ton of players for a centralized traditional game, I think it could attract the same crowds when we have a more decentralized game as well. Now that being said, just a quick history also on Sandbox. This was a game that started in 2011, which was a centralized version, but the creators, the owners, the founders decided somewhere around 2018 that it would be a better user experience for everyone if it was transitioned into something that was related to the blockchain with NFTs that gave them ownership of the assets that they had in-game. So in terms of investors, one of its biggest investors was SoftBank, where they were able to raise around 93 million US dollars. What's so interesting about that is that if you have a lot of traditional investors coming into this space that have a lot of smart people who do a lot of analysis, would invest large amounts of money into this, speaks volumes already of the longevity of how the Sandbox could actually be. And what's interesting about Sandbox is that when I started to look at it, it had a ton of partnerships. I saw Smurfs there, I saw Atari, I saw The Walking Dead, and for those who are fans of Snoop Dogg, he owns a ton of land also in the Sandbox. So traditional investors are there, large money is in it to ensure the sustainability of the project, the company, the metaverse. What will make this very interesting for a lot of users is that there's a lot of things to do. It's partnerships like this that will make it relatively engaging inside the Sandbox as well. So what can people expect inside the Sandbox? So it's basically a virtual world where players can create their own NFTs, avatars, virtual goods, where the Sandbox has its own software that you could use to create your own NFTs, products inside the game, assets inside the game, or you could create your own game as well. So their avatar asset editor is called Vox Edit. If you want to create your own game, it's called Game Maker. What makes this very interesting is that creators, artists, companies can build these objects inside the Sandbox. But not just that, they can also monetize them. Either it gets used by them for whatever game, shape, or form that they want, or it could be sold inside the marketplace of Sandbox. So think about Axie Infinity. People are selling Axies inside the Axie marketplace. This time, you are selling objects inside the Sandbox metaverse that you could also use in-game. Just to give you a deep dive under two softwares that allow creators also to be involved in the game, we have Vox Edit, a user-friendly software for artists and players to create and animate voxel-based NFTs. Voxels are square 3D pixels that look like Lego blocks, so Minecraft altogether, no? Just think about Minecraft. They can be quickly edited by a Vox Edit to form different shapes. You can create anything via Vox Edit that's avatar oriented, from clothes to weapons, tools, and goods. Everything can be built via Vox Edit. Next is they have Game Maker. Game Maker allows users to build and test unique 3D games inside the sandbox. And what's interesting about that is it levels the playing field because it's so easy to use that you can create your own game without any programming or coding experience. Because using Game Maker, it allows users to design and organize different elements and objects, including NFTs that they created via Vox Edit, and build it also off the land that's in Sandbox. Just to paint a picture, land inside the sandbox, you could put objects that are created in Vox Edit and then make them all move to form a game inside Sandbox. So normally, you would see people play a game, but this time, people can also have ownership, create their own games inside Sandbox, and you have a lot of end users also that will either interact and play with the game as well. So you have Vox Edit, you have Game Maker. The third one is Sandbox Marketplace. This is basically a platform or an ecosystem where all of the NFTs that have been built can also be sold and marketed, because I believe not everyone would want to build their own item, or not everyone would have the time or the creativity also to do it. So this will be the marketplace where you can get to buy them and use them also inside Sandbox. What's interesting in the marketplace is that there are certain assets also that can be bought above and beyond items in game. That's where you can also buy land. Personally, that's what I know more of, because if there's one thing that you're trying to analyze also in terms of real world mechanics, land is scarce. So if land is scarce in the real world, there is a sense of scarcity also inside Sandbox. And over time, I think the more popular Sandbox would be, the more apps and games that are built on it. Land would just be more valuable and valuable over time as well. For those who are trading and investing and who are like me, that just like the token, the native token of Sandbox is Sand. It's pretty much riding the Ethereum blockchain. It has a total supply of around 3 billion Sand. So props again to Ethereum. They are raking it, and a lot of the apps that have a lot of use that are relevant right now still in Ethereum. Sand is basically a utility token, and it can do a lot of transactions inside the Sandbox ecosystem. You need Sand to play the game, to customize your avatars, to buy land, to buy assets. In the marketplace, it also acts as a governance token. So think about all of the other platforms that you see that has some sort of governance or utility token. That's Sand. So just to make it super simple, if you want to buy something, you want to interact, you want to transact inside the Sandbox, for you to be able to do that, you need the Sand tokens. What's interesting also about Sand is that it can be staked. If you don't plan to actually use it, you can just stake it and earn passive rewards, similar to what you normally see even for Axie Infinity, that you can stake their tokens and then earn returns from that as well. There's so much opportunity in it now. If you try to analyze it, you can buy land, hold it, or have something done in the land. You can be a creator of those objects. You can be a person that builds the game inside, or you can be a person that is just buying the token and actually staking it, or if there's capital appreciation, you have the ability later on to also flip it and sell it at a higher price as well. I want to talk about land, and pretty much for those who want to buy it in the secondary market, it's available via OpenSea, as where you'll find a lot of the Ethereum-based NFTs. So basically, the land that you're buying that's inside the Sandbox is basically an NFT. So land allows players to monetize their gaming experience. They can charge players for visiting the land or playing their games, and earn rewards in Sand by hosting content and events inside the land. Or think about it this way, there's so much that you can do if you're a landowner. You can have your land rented out. You can charge for people entering your land. You can charge for people that want to play games inside your land as well. And you can host a ton of events inside the land that you actually own. People always think that, okay, when it becomes higher later on, I get to have capital appreciation. So think about having commercial property in real life, but this time you're owning it in the metaverse as well. Just for statistics, there's about 166,464 lands in Sandbox. And for land, they can be bought via Ethereum, or they can also be bought via Sand, the Sand token. The Sand token has appreciated a lot. If you look at it from the start of the year, it was around just 0.20. At the height of this year, I've seen it past $8. Even for land, if you would do a deep dive on the prices of land inside Sandbox, prior to Mark Zuckerberg's announcement of Meta, it was just around 0.4 Ethereum, but I've been seeing prices right now go at least 2, 3, and at some points close to 4 ETH as well. So That's the amount of attention that Facebook has brought into the metaverse. And because of that, you've seen a lot of people also not just start to buy the token, but also start to buy the land and hold it or just build something off of it. They have a fee capture model, meaning 5% of all transactions volume carried out in SAND tokens, transaction fees, will be charged, with 50% of the revenues going towards a staking pool as rewards for token holders who stake SAND, and 50% goes to the foundation. So basically, to break everything down, SAND allows you to purchase services inside the metaverse. SAND allows you to trade and buy land, assets, and gems. SAND allows you to play the games inside. SAND allows you also to create the games and assets. It serves as a governance token where people can vote, stake, and also curate inside the Sandbox metaverse. So what's interesting right now is there's over 50 partnerships inside Sandbox. A lot of the popular names that we know in the cryptocurrency market space are there. You have Axie Infinity, you have Maker, you have Flow, you have CryptoKitties, you have Matic. As what I've mentioned earlier, Atari has a very, very big portion of land inside Sandbox. I want to say this also, that the strength of any project is in its community. As you can see right now, you can check Discord, you can check Twitter. It's a highly engaged community with a lot of people participating, and the alpha version is now open, and I've been seeing a lot of videos of people showing and sharing their experiences there. I really believe that it's something that's amazing, and it's something that's worth looking at also. What I don't know is if this will be the end-all, be-all of all metaverse-related games, or if there will be something that will be better than this, that will replace this, that will disrupt this. But from the start, no, this is something already that's good, at least to try and to actually experience as well. For the alpha access, not everyone gets to have access to it. It was basically a raffle, so I'm excited though later on when I get to actually have the chance to experience it for myself. So as for now, I'm enjoying the videos that people have been creating and sharing their experiences there. So all in all, for those of you who are interested about SAND, you can look at it from a creator. If you're the person that wants to build items inside the game, or you want to build a game itself, you can look at it from a person that owns land that will earn revenues from entrance fees, concerts, events, or actually just renting it out or eventually flipping that land later on. Or you can be a person that would want to earn off of it from the token, either via staking the token or also selling it later on via capital appreciation as well. Let me know your thoughts. Is SAND something that's interesting for you? Are you a person that's going to be involved in the entire metaverse? But here's what I want to say. There's a lot of other projects also that are highly connected to the metaverse. We also have Decentraland, etc. I'm going to make more videos about that. But as what I keep on saying, technology is a one-way street. It keeps on moving forward, and it will move forward with or without us being part of it. And the whole goal of me making this video is so that we get educated, we get informed, that as technology shifts, we get to be part of it. Because we are now at a time where it's equal opportunity, that all of us, right here, right now, can be part of it and can build something off of it. There's no Filipino, there's no German, there's no Israeli, there's no American here. It's equal opportunity for everyone that wants to build something of the metaverse and somehow reap the benefits of it as well. So take the time, learn, be diligent about it, spend 10,000 hours learning how game-changing blockchain, crypto, NFTs, and the metaverse is. Because when you truly do spend the time to learn more about it, you'll find that it's game-changing and revolutionary. So for those who actually want to start investing in cryptocurrencies, I'll put the links in the description below on how you can open an account with Binance. For those who want to buy their first NFTs, I also have my own NFT collection. For those that want to support my NFTs, check it down below. I've created books all about investing, and particularly the stock market. It's available and it can be shipped in different parts of the country. And for those who want to learn technical analysis and want to trade, we have a pre-recorded Zoom course that you can actually use and try. Check it out down below. You can access it wherever you are in the world as well. If you haven't subscribed yet, appreciate it if you can subscribe and smash the bell so you get updated every time I create new content about investing. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.